Long vowels. What are they? That is what I will be talking to you about in this lesson. Hopefully you remember what vowels are. A, E, I, O, and U. And in this case, I am going to add Y because sometimes you will see Y acting as a long vowel in words. Now, long vowels, to summarize, is when a vowel says its name. Now, it's not quite that straightforward, but really it kind of is. So, vowel says its name, that's long. Think short was a, I, ah. Long vowel is A, E, I, O, U, I, sort of that Y sound. So, I'm going to show you some different patterns that you'll see. With short vowels, it was pretty straightforward. It was the letter all by itself, or sometimes in the case of it was an EA. But with long vowels, it gets a little more complicated. So we'll start with A. Now, there's lots of words where it says A, right? Able, break, grain, train, table, say, all sorts of words. You can write them in different ways. So if it's just an A by itself, you'll see it like that. Sometimes it will be an AI. Sometimes it'll be A blank E, as in the case of name. The E makes the A say its name, that bossy E. Sometimes you'll have AY, like say. Sometimes you'll have EA, like break. Sometimes you'll have EIGH, like as in the number 8, or neighbor. So those are all ways that we can represent a long A. When you have to do your word sort, it'll sort of show all of those to represent the long A. You won't have to figure out which one, but just know that it'll say like, this matches with this because those are the long A's, okay? And when you're looking to underline them, just listen for that A sound and know that it might look a variety of ways. With the long E, again, saying its name like she or free, tree. Anytime you hear that long E sound. So to write it, sometimes we have that just with the slashes. Sometimes you'll have E blank E, just like with A, that bossy E makes it say its name, like Eve, the night before something. We have that long Eve. We might also see a double E, as in free. We might also see a Y or an EY, like the word key. We have that E sound. Or sometimes we even see IE, like field. E, field, has that long E sound. So again, just look for or listen for where you would say that long E sound. The long I, again, I is saying its name. I. So words like dry. So this is where it's a Y, but it's acting as a vowel. It's saying a long I sound. Another word is strike. Dry, ike, ice, light. So we have our long I. Sometimes we see I blank E, as in strike over here. That E at the end makes the I say its name. We sometimes will see IGH, like light. light. The Y, like as in dry, or we can also see I-E, like pie. Pie has an I sound. That is our long I. 2 more vowels to go. We have our O. We can have a long O sound, as in grown. Look how tall you have grown. Or no, I will not do that. Long O's. Sometimes we can get O blank E, as in stove. Don't touch the stove, it's hot. We can get O-A, as in boat. Some good Minnesota accents. I went out on the boat. Has a long O sound. O-W, like I showed with the word grown. Or O-E, like my toe hurts. Those are the different ways we see the long O pattern. So again, when you're looking to match, you'll see them all just listed together. You won't have to pick out, oh, which long O, but just recognize that's what those symbols mean. And last but not least, we have the U. Word like cute or few. I'll say that U sound, it's saying its name. So we get that U blank E, just like I showed there with cute. The E made it say its name. Sometimes you have EW, like I showed there, few. You can also just get UE, as in cue. So like someone telling you to do something. My cue to leave is when they say, get out of here. Again, these are all patterns that say that long U sound. One other thing I wanted to point out, on your list of words, there's some words that can have multiple vowels and only one long vowel sound, like afraid. Afraid has multiple vowels, but this one is not long. This one is the long one, afraid. So that's the one that I would underline if I were looking for the long vowel sound. Now a word like wildlife, let's listen to those sounds. Wild, oop, that's long. Life. So that one actually has 2 long vowel sounds in it. One is just the I by itself, and the other one is that E, making the I say its name. Sometimes we have words that are even longer with, or I guess not longer, but have more vowel sounds in them. So this is uniform. Okay, U, that's saying its name, so it's long. Oh, no, that's short. Form. That is a long vowel sound. So words can be a mixture of long and short vowel sounds. There's other vowel sounds we'll talk about. So really just listen for the ones that are long. And we know that because they say their name. Make sure you watch that second video helping you know how to pronounce the words. And then you'll do your worksheet where you practice reading for a minute, see how far you get, underline the long vowel sounds, and then practice reading it again. If you want to do it a 3rd time or more than that, go for it as well. But do read it at least 2 times, please. Good luck!